What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
Joey King's post-kissing booth romance is everything we needed this Valentine's Day. With her role in this outstanding project, King is no longer known as the kissing booth naive Elle. Here's everything we know about the in-between. The in-between pre-production. Before we jump into some really fascinating details regarding the plot of the in-between, we need to first go through some pre-production details. The in-between features Joey King as Tessa, the protagonist of the film, in a really heartbreaking performance. The supernatural romance comes from Paramount Plus, and most fans thought that they were about to see another film similar to the Kissing Booth franchise, but they were wrong. It might not be a particularly challenging film for King, but it sure is a start that will lead the actress's appearance into more serious roles. Luckily, the Wrap did an interview with King and the rest of the cast of the film alongside the creator, and we found out some pretty interesting things that we can't wait for you to hear. So let's get started, shall we? The thing that fascinated us the most was the fact that King got interested in the film before it had ever been fully written. According to the interview with the Wrap, writer Mark Klein came to her and our team with the idea of the film before the film was scripted. It wasn't even a book yet. He just had this amazing passion about him and this great story that he had personal ties to as well. And his pitch just blew me away, explained King. The In-Between is already released on Paramount Plus with plenty of mixed reviews. Some strongly believe The In-Between is a must-watch story about love, loss, and most importantly, healing, while others believe this is a silly remake of Ghost, a film that was released way back in 1990, for which we're going to talk a bit later in this video about. Now, as already mentioned, King stars as Tessa, a teenager struggling a lot in her life with the one thing that makes her run away from her troubles and enjoy life: photography. I did not know anything about operating a film camera at all, and I got to learn, which was so cool, King said to the Wrap. The film gets its first plot twist when Tessa meets Skylar, a character played by the amazingly talented actor Kyle Allen. Their first date? Simply amazing. But before we get into it, we need to inform you that Skylar speaks 4 languages, as revealed in the interview with the Wrap. The actor explained his character in the film the following way: "I would say a huge part of this character is being really family-oriented and not really being hurt by life, which is in contrast to Tessa's character, who has been severely hurt by life. Skylar hasn't been hurt at all. Anything that's been mildly difficult in Skylar's life, he's gotten over pretty easily." Now, let's get into more plot details and see how this film changed King's career completely. The perfect date. It means a lot of courage for an actor to be interested in a film project before seeing the script for it, and that's basically what King did. We're honestly proud of her, and if you ask us, her performance is way better in this film than the first 3 films of the Kissing Booth franchise. It somehow proves that the actress is grown up and ready to focus on more challenging roles, such as the case with their ex-boyfriend and co-star Jacob Elordi. In The In-Between follows a simple story: a teen girl finding herself wondering if her dead boyfriend is trying to get to her from the afterlife after he gets killed in a car accident. Joey King's Tessa tries to get on with her life after this tragic accident that leaves her without her loved one. In the opening scene of the film, we hear David Foster Wallace's quote: "Every love story is a ghost story." Not being aware of what is about to happen, Tessa and Skylar enjoy their new romance, which ends on a tragic note. After her boyfriend dies, she hears and sees things that indicate she might be experiencing ADC. After-death communication. So Tessa starts believing that Skylar is trying to contact her from the in-between. You see, Skylar won't be stuck in the in-between forever. His time there is limited, and Tessa must find the best way to make the most out of the situation. The film also features flashbacks from which we find out more about Tessa and Skylar's romantic journey. One of the best scenes of the film is the one when they first meet at a screening of Betty Blue, where Skylar translates French to her when no subtitles appear on the screen. Initially, Tessa is scared to fall in love with him because she feels as he'll hurt her, and because she thought a lot before falling for him, grieving him now is even harder. We are also introduced to her parents, played by Kim Dickens and John Oritz, respectively, and her best friend, a character portrayed by Celeste O'Connor. They are all really supportive, but that doesn't change the fact that Tessa feels heartbroken. Throughout the film, she constantly feels as Skylar is trying to reach out to her, so she has to make a decision soon. The in-between ending. You see, in the film, Tessa's constantly wondering why Skylar is trying to reach out to her from the in-between. We saw her trying at different things in order to find more answers, and during this journey, she somehow forgot to take care of herself. After what seems like a decade, they are reunited and Skylar's purpose is discovered. He only wanted to let her know how much he loved her. From this moment on, the couple is living the life they've always dreamed of. They travel to Italy, they seem really happy, and at one point, Skylar prepares Tessa for life without him, which is one of the most heartbreaking scenes in cinema history, by the way. The in-between follows a story that deals with mourning the loss of a loved one. At one point in our lives, we are all faced with this challenging process. The film perfectly captures the emotion Tessa feels after losing Skylar, and choosing the in-between along with all of those themes of grief and loss might not be the perfect Valentine's Day film to watch with your partner, but it is surely a must-watch. Now, let's continue with the plot of the film, shall we? The film ends moments after Skylar tells Tessa she needs to adjust to life without him, and the two of them see an image of Tessa on the hospital bed. Skylar expresses his love for her and lets her go with the words, "Go, give us a happy ending here." Then we see Tessa giving a speech about herself at a college while talking about all of the things she learned from her relationship with Skylar. More precisely, the end of the film describes the way Tessa learned how tragic loss can teach you a valuable lesson. The In-Between is a good film in general, and as we previously said, it follows a way better plot than the Kissing Booth franchise. We know we're talking about two different genres here, but we strongly believe King should focus on projects such as The In-Between. Do you guys agree? Is The In-Between the new Ghost? On July 13th, 1990, the romance genre in films was followed by a ghost story hit in the tragic love story of Sam and Molly. Sam and Molly have a similar story to the one of Skylar and Tessa, as their romance is short-lived as well because Sam is killed by a thug. Only this time, Sam tries to inform Molly that her life is in danger while his spirit tries to reach out to her. Ghost was praised by both fans and critics all over the world, and even 30 years later, it is still considered one of the best romantic films ever. Both Moore and Swayze did an incredible performance that opened a lot of doors in their career. So, is The In-Between the modern remake of Ghost? Well, we believe it is. It's practically the same plot, followed by some minor differences. King seems to agree with this. In an interview with Drew Barrymore on her show, King explained why she wanted The In-Between to feel like an updated version of The Ghost. Have you guys seen The In-Between? Let us know down in the comment section. Make sure you subscribe to our channel so you'll never miss any of our videos in the future. As always, thanks for watching.